Hello and welcome to the Break Room Arcade. My name is Logan. Welcome back for another episode of the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. If you are familiar with Binding of Isaac, you're probably familiar with other YouTubers, but if you're watching this, I thank you very much. We're gonna get going. It's been a while since I've even made an episode. I have played a ton of Binding of Isaac since, but nothing on this particular play file. Oh man, it's like a really sad feeling going back and looking at some of this stuff. So we're just gonna go with some classic Isaac. Maybe this time around we'll unlock okay. And we do have a bomb starting off, so having Spelunker Boy, was it Spelunker Boy? I'm not sure. It's not particularly important what the items are called as much as what they do. So Spelunker Boy allows us to see kind of what's going on. So if you look up in the upper right corner, you can kind of see a map. And having Spelunker Boy, I am able to identify that there is a secret room next to the room that I was just in. And since we have a bomb and I'm feeling adventurous, we're just gonna go ahead and unlock that. Unlock it. Lol. We're gonna blow up the wall. And we're gonna see how much money I can get on this floor before I decide to use a key for that chest. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and try this. We're gonna pick up the faded Polaroid. I think I know one of the effects of the faded Polaroid is it kind of does like this thing where you turn invisible. And I don't think normally I would even take it. But since I don't have a trinket in the first place, I think it's pretty okay. It's too much of a risk. I think it also has the chance to confuse enemies and stuff like that, which I'm certain in one moment or another it will come in handy. Son of a gun. My favorite boss to start off with, Monstro, because he's probably the easiest boss in the game in my humble. He's nice and fat, so he's easy to hit. He's not very complex. He barfs, and then when he jumps, everything comes around, so he's pretty predictable. We're going to get a tears and shot speed upgrade. And we don't have any more bombs, so sadly I'm not going to be able to get that super secret room. It's okay. So me and my little brother Nolan play a ton of Binding of Isaac, and it's really funny because he watches a lot of YouTube, so a lot of his tastes come from, okay, I watch these YouTube videos, these are pretty cool, and so he plays those games. And so he watched Northern Lion, and all of a sudden he's just playing a ton of Binding of Isaac, and I didn't know until he already played so much, or he came over one time and he was like, oh, hey, can I use your computer to play Binding of Isaac? And I go, yeah, dude, go for it. So he knows quite a bit about strategy. So thankfully, I have learned a ton just talking to him, and it's a lot of fun having somebody to talk to about it. And obviously, I am now over 300 hours between these two files. The other day, I actually went back and I tried to play the original Binding of Isaac, and it was a mess. Okay, I remember playing that game and thinking that it was hard, and the original I think is definitely in a lot of ways harder than Rebirth, but not in the ways it should be. It's definitely the design is not as solid as Rebirth, so they definitely had worked out some of the kinks for Rebirth. And since I've posted an episode, they have announced the release day for Afterbirth Plus. So I'm very excited for that. One of the reasons I've just been I've been playing a ton like offline, not making videos of Binding of Isaac because I wanted to work on my other account a lot, my other save files, so I could get some of those achievements before Afterbirth Plus finally releases. Because as if anybody knows, there's like, I think between Rebirth and then its expansion Afterbirth, there's like 276 achievements on Steam, and I have been working hard to get as many of those as I can. There's some that I'm like, I don't even care to get right now because it's gonna take a long while, but if I can make some progress, that would be cool. So I think I'm at like, of those 276, I'm at like 224, so I'm at around 81%, which is super impressive for me, especially like, I remember when the original Binding of Isaac came out, I was not I was a gamer, but I was not a very skilled gamer. I still really am not, but at least I kind of know what I'm doing some of the times. And I'm definitely more capable than I used to be. We're going to go ahead and take this. Actually, no, we're going to go with Faded Polaroid. Cursed Skull's alright. And when I say alright, there's hardly ever a time when I actually keep Cursed Skull if there's something better. Because there usually is something better. And in this case, I take Faded Polaroid over Cursed Skull. So if you're not if you do play Binding of Isaac and you play it without the wiki up, you're doing something wrong, because that's the only way to play this game, is to just keep the wiki up at all times. Because I think even the most experienced people can't keep all the information straight. Because it's a load of information. Sadly, that damage means and that damage means the chances of me getting a devil room on this floor are very, very small. So I'm not gonna count on it. I think lately I've just been like obsessed with the idea of like the devil room deals and stuff like that. So getting those deals with the devil can be super beneficial. But it is not everything. You can miss a deal with the devil and you can still succeed. I've unlocked the cellar. Cellar is an alternative version of the basement. This is fantastic. All right. So we got another health up. That'll be okay. I don't think there's anything else to do that I can do on this floor. So let's move on. For those of you who don't know, devil rooms, there's, I think there's a base chance of like 1% that after a what do you call it? A boss, that you'll get a deal with the devil. I don't believe there's any chance on the first floor. You cannot get a deal with the devil on the first floor. So, man, I wish I need keys. There's no chance for the first floor to get it, but on the second floor there is. And your chances go up exponentially if you're not taking like red heart damage. So normally, hopefully you can find some like soul hearts as like kind of a buffer on the first floor, and then you can keep from taking red heart damage. But I didn't really have this luxury this time around. That's okay, because that happens. And again, as long as there's still room for success, it's a little bit more important when you're facing some of the harder bosses in the game, or when you can even face some of the harder bosses in the game. In this save file, obviously, we do not have anything past past Mom's Heart unlocked. The only way we'll be able to access that is with special items that we get. Rosary. Okay, so we're going to get some soul hearts from that. I can't remember what else. I think Rosary might I think it might increase the chances for soul hearts to appear. I'm not entirely sure. It might just add those soul hearts, and then it's like, oh, we're done. That's it. That's all we wanted to know. This room is awful, but I was able to get rid of 2 of them. So that's start. There's 3. We have taken some damage, but it's only been soul heart damage. I'm not sure what the chances are for the oddly numbered floor. So in this case, this is like the caves 1, as opposed to like the caves or the catacombs 2. And I mean, there's obviously chances for you to deal with the devils on those floors, but I don't think it's like a guarantee like it is on the. No, it is the second. Did I mention? Yeah, it was the second one. So I don't think on this floor necessarily I'll be able to get it, but on the next floor, if I can keep some of these soul hearts, that'd be cool. Ah, more bombs. Excellent. So that was totally worth the bomb plant. We are not going to go into the sacrifice room. Cursed room. And see, like, I blow these up, and this is a really bad habit of mine. I like to just make sure everything's here, like there's a reason to come back, but like unless I get like Hanged Man or like, you know, some sort of item that gives me flight or allows me to travel across you know, gaps like that, like I can't get to those coins, which is really sad. I'm hoping that I can get like maybe a what do you call it out of this? A key out of this room, because then I could gain access to no key. Maybe there's keys in the super secret room. No keys. No keys, no keys, no keys. Oh well. Binding of Isaac is where dreams go to die. Just don't count on anything and you won't be disappointed. I think that's just about true for life as well as it is for, you know, Binding of Isaac. Oh my goodness gracious. And with low damage, some of these, you know, horseman battles are just a huge pain in the butt. Right now, I wish I could have some sort of flight, because that would, you know, make landing on the creep negligible, because oh my goodness gracious, it's making it impossible. But at least, oh my goodness, at least the head's gone. So I think that means he's only going to be spawning flies from now on. But he will be still shooting out those creep bombs, and oh my goodness gracious. You know, I say oh my goodness gracious because I'm really not. I'm trying to make a good habit of like when recording, like not cussing, because I guess I like my content to be accessible. Oh, look at that. And okay, so I was wrong, but we did get the deal with the devil. Yes, and yes, I'm gonna get Sister Maggie, because she's got some fairly, I'm not sure how powerful those tears are or what the effect are, other than just like having that extra projectile is good. On to the next floor, which I think will be caves 2. So we haven't unlocked catacombs yet. Yeah, I think grabbing both of those was the smart idea. Ideally, if I could get some sort of item that regenerates soul hearts or black hearts. I don't think I have them unlocked on the save file though. Well, it depends, because I mean you have to unlock items, and so I mean for sure I do not have like say the Satanic Bible unlocked, which would be, you know, one of my favorite items. But you know, maybe in a future episode we'll get around to beating Satan. And I think I think it's like beating Satan or Mega Satan. No, it's not Mega Satan. Definitely beating like Satan with somebody. And unlocking that beautiful, beautiful Satan. It's either Satan or the Lamb or something like that. One of those really dark, demonic. Oh, I am very fortunate that was I just far enough away, or is that one of the bonuses to the Faded Polaroid? I don't know. Oh, well, at least for in this case, we have the host hat, which now makes us impervious. It negates explosion damage, so any bombs, they're negligible now. They do not hurt us. In addition to that, the host hat, like I think sometimes when we get hit, they send the host on my head sends out a a burst just like the baddies do. So get this. Get him. Got him. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I really am lacking keys on this run. Can we, oh man. Before we move on, I'm gonna check these other rooms, because if I can get maybe another coin and another key, that'd be fantastic. Oh. Talking about coins. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, so I should be able to do this. Yep, excellent. And then I also totally missed our secret room, We're gonna have an item that allows us to see through doors.
Range down.
Might as well use it. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, I forgot that doesn't do us any damage, which is great. The great thing about these guys being confused is that they don't actually fire projectiles when they are. So that's fantastic. I think probably like, oh, 2 more rooms. I don't know. Maybe I anticipated less rooms. Sometimes these floors feel a little bit bigger than they should. Oh no. But we do getting dangerously close to losing that one that red heart. If we take red heart damage, that's going to dampen our possibilities. Or we're gonna risk it in this case. And hopefully we can pull off this room without taking damage. There's 2 of them. Okay. We're almost done. Almost done. We can just get a key out of this. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Now we are just hoping and praying that in this room, in addition to having whatever items there are, that we can get a soul heart as well to give us a little bit of a buffer, so when we face whatever boss it is, that we can take care of it. Maybe there's a card. Maybe the card will be a fighting item, and we can use that in the other room to buy more stuff, and then we can just buy out the entirety of it. Okay. So I'm feeling adventurous, so we're just gonna go for chaos. Chaos randomizes item pools. Oh, and we're gonna hold on to that diamond. 2 of diamonds. 2 of diamonds doubles your current amount of money. So right now, if I did it, I would end up having 14. And I want more than 14. Okay, this is I'm not feeling I feel okay about this fight. We'll see it. There's usually if I go back and forth doing this, what we don't want is we don't want him spawning a ton of extra. Okay, I'm not that fast. A ton of extra, baddies, because that will complicate things. I wish I had a little bit more speed, because then I could, if I could outrun him, that'd be fantastic. Okay, so easy enough. Grab this just in case I do something extremely stupid. And oh goodness gracious, we no longer have to worry about keys. And we're gonna grab this. That'll be, oh my gosh. For this kind of run, I guarantee, unless I really screw up and like kill myself or something like that, we have just won. And also because I feel like that was a really good floor, and we're not going to worry about keys anymore. I'm going to go ahead and double my money and then donate 7 to reach that 100. Well, it didn't want us to donate anymore. So I guess which is kind of a relief, because that means I have all, the rest of this money for other things. But at least once we get to Mom's going to be an easy fight. And then also, once we reach Mom's heart, that will also be a very, very simple fight. Oh, and it's got flight. I could have used it. Hindsight is 20/20. Moving on. We should be fine. This should be a win. I can do this. I've come back from way worse. We're gonna, ooh. I think that was the right choice. I definitely would have taken damage there, and so generally, I keep the Bible on hand for one reason and one reason only, and that is to, to kill Mom, essentially. Oh, but this is a thing, too. I'm gonna go ahead. That was really, really disappointing. Oh, okay, fantastic. This faded Polaroid is definitely working in my favor. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's tied up there. Yep, there it is again. Beautiful. Now we're gonna go ahead and blow up this wall as well. Maybe we can get something out of the skull. That is not a host. Oh well. In and out. Get some extra bombs. Fantastic. Those may come in use later. Oh, and this is a beautiful room to face some of these dudes. Fantastic. I think coming into that room. Feeling adventurous today. Beautiful, beautiful. Haven't taken damage on this floor yet. It's fantastic. Oh, oh. Excellent. First wave. Second wave. The one thing I'm really lacking on this round so far is just raw power. I ain't got none of that. Oh, that was really dumb, Logan. That was really dumb. We can hope, though. We can hope that we will redeem ourselves one day. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I am not loving this room by any means. Like, yeah. Okay, we're just gonna go down and check it out down here. Maybe we were going the wrong way the whole time, and that was the universe's way of telling us to get smart. Alright. Steps 1. Let's go this way. Okay. Not great. Nope. Okay. But since we do have Whore of Babylon, I should have looked for ways to do this sooner. Because now we have that wonderful damage upgrade that hopefully will not go to waste. The universe just is testing me right now. I am very close to death. And so my temptation is to go ahead and grab that thing, but like the convenience, the pure convenience of just having, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it because all those spiders out there, all of a sudden I'm not so confident anymore. Okay, we got one more spider going on around here. So erratic. Gonna go down. Yeah, not worth it. We are gonna grab our 10 bombs though. It's a really, really, really lackluster item. But we did find our shop. I kind of wish this would have been the way to the boss, but here we are. Retrovision, that's the bomb, buddy. Man, so on my other save, like I have like a much more upgraded shop, and I have like a choice of like 5 items. It's just really disappointing to only have a selection of 3 different items. I wish, I think if I had donated 100, it might be even higher than that. I might have to, might be like 150 before I get the next upgrade and I get more choices of items in my shops. Okay, so in a way that was thoroughly disappointing. We do have a few rooms with some obtainable batteries. I'm gonna go in this room. No. Oh my goodness gracious. Thought I was entering the wrong room. Welcome to Binding of Isaac, where Logan just makes a ton of stupid mistakes. Fantastic. Oh my god. Okay, well, if I can, hopefully, yeah, we're gonna go ahead, grab this. Might as well grab those while we're at it. So here's where I could screw up a lot again. So, well, not screw up, actually. This is fairly low key. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I'm going to fill up, and then I'm going to put a bomb there, which, yes. Okay, so it creates a bridge, so if I need to refill before the boss, I can do that, and then I get a second chance. Get a second chance at this. So, for the sake of maneuverability, definitely gonna want this. Okay, so it looks like there might just be that there's two, and I'm hoping this is the case, because if it's not, it'd be annoying. Really obnoxious. Probably some of the most annoying enemies in the game, because when they do grab you, it's like that's your all that progress on that room is lost. You have to go do that entire room again. All right, and so yep, it looks like we're gonna have to go back for, or what do you call it? Oh man, actually that would have been really useful for this room. These guys are so obnoxious. You just gotta you bunch them up. Oh my gosh. But we are only on depths 1, I believe. Let's check. Yeah, depths 1. But we do have one of these. And maybe there's some soul hearts, black hearts. Okay, some flies. It's alright. I'm not going to try to take any chances. So I'm going to backtrack all the way back here and get this half heart. I will be using my spacebar item now. Using the Bible on here. Because there's no way I'm not. Oh gosh. Okay. Split it into two. Split it into two. Oh, nope. There it is. Goodbye. Okay. All right. So I think that's like the second recorded failure that I have on this playthrough. And since I'm already at like around half an hour, I'm just going to stop there. Because, you know, not every time is going to be success. We have to be realistic when you're playing Binding of Isaac, because it is by no means an easy game. There are a lot more failed runs that are usually forgotten about because you have some just really good runs, and those are the ones you remember. But these ones do happen. So thank you very much for joining me. This has been Logan with the Break Room Arcade. We are on Facebook. We are on Twitter. Yeah. Thank you very much.